I'm live. So, I'm doing this reading for obvious inspo, you know, needed. I'm okay. Hold on a sec. Okay. How do I, kind of shift this? How do I shift my thing here? So, obviously, I don't believe or trust what's happening. I think it's just like I mean, I think I trust it. I just, it's not clicking. I don't see, I don't know. I keep hearing messages on the sidelines like, you have no idea how much it takes in order to succeed. And it's like, you have no idea who I am. Yeah. So, I'm trying to, well, I don't think those, things offend me, the things that are said on the side. I don't think that they, are offensive. I think that's just a huge misunderstanding that I'm willing to say that, I'm okay with just like, what is it? Agree to disagree on that if that's the case, or agree to agree on that. I think it's, what do we want to say here? I think it does kind of cloud my perception a bit, and that's probably my fault at that. Like, I know for a fact, factually speaking, technically speaking, I'm built to be able to survive whatever it is. But like I said, I would like to believe that my choices in life have gravitated me to the better and positioned me better. So therefore, I am already succeeding. So there's got to be a better trajectory moving forward with that being, making up for a good chunk of time. So anyway, this is got some wonderful cards. Got some wonderful cards. What is this that's on the bottom here? Oh, it's just, I think, an ad or something. Anyway, hopefully audio isn't as bad as it was, yesterday when I did, a reading in the car. So I got some really great cards. 3 of Pentacles on the recipient side, highly celebratory. And on the right side, the manifestations. On the manifestation side, I have, this is justice, but it's labeled as karma, so it's kind of like justice and judgment, wrapped into, this frequency of, a huge deliverable. Anyway. Okay. I'm okay. Wonderful. Wonderful cards. I'm okay. So the question was going to be, it's a double card in reverse. So it's a beautiful thing. It's not obsessing over something, but it's also, becoming desensitized to methodologies. So, I just had to revisit a few things. And, I don't know what Spirit has in mind, but I'm supposed to not judge it, whatever that looks like for me. But I thought I would never be put in this position again. But, what do we want to say? Divine panel. The question was, I keep trying to get at that, was this original one, which is, why I'm going to succeed versus why I'm succeeding. They opted in. I mean, both were good energies, but, why I'm succeeding was more of a subtle energy. So I'd like to go with something more profound, something that I can feel the feels of, which is why I'm going to succeed. Because even like with my divine panel saying that I am succeeding, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. But I'm okay. You know what the crudest thing I've heard in, while, being assessed was that something was going to be given to me, granted to me. It was the decision was already made. My background, but don't just give it to her, make her work for it. And, like, I know that didn't come from a girl's mouth, a woman's mouth. And that kind of verbiage, word choice, for something that is so definite came from a male's mouth. And that is something that I found offensive. Like, the same pressures wouldn't automatically be positioned towards a male. So that's... But we can nitpick here. I mean, even though that's a reality of things, that's a very real thing, I don't need to nitpick. It's just something that I noticed. And even still, there was reason to be found that didn't quite allow that thing to transpire for me. So something needs to happen here. I don't know what for me, but I'm tired of obsessing over it, feeling anxious over it, like excited over it. So I'm dipping to the other end of anxieties, like talking about feeling the feels of things. I guess I've become a little desensitized towards it. But the thing is, I'm not all the way off the deep end yet, because when you're desensitized, you wouldn't even be crying, right? So, this is an exploratory view of the interim of decision making, and knowing that you don't have 100% control over the spaceship, but only its panel. And with that sleight of tongue, that's also saying that, the divine panel, they have certain buttons, they have decisive cues, but if a button gets stuck, or, there's still some things that are kind of out of my control. Anything that's really exterior, you have to give room for certain anomalies. And so that's where we're at. Okay. What's the pairing with the devil card in reverse? What's the pairing for the devil card in reverse? So I'm not obsessing over the opportunities that I am faced with. Mastery, 4 of swords. This is a meditative and transformative perspective. It's funny, they're saying that like words in the dictionary, even with the linguistics, with the English language, people just make up shit because it suits them. So if we're looking at niche, it used to be niche. The correct way of pronouncing it back in the day, maybe this is like a Mandela effect or whatever, used to be niche, but because it didn't sound so like fancy pants academia, people started saying niche. You could even look it up in the dictionary. I am 100% certain that it was niche, because I remember when I was interviewing for, like, why do I remember these things? I was interviewing for a position that I held for maybe about 4 years, and I think it was the director of, it was either an HR rep or the director of, I think, product development or something like that. And he corrected me. Well, he stabilized that it was niche, not niche. And so I know for a fact. So anyway, people can just change things however they want. Tomato, that kind of thing. So it's like mastery of your own mind. Sorry, I had an alarm going on. But it's mastery of your own thought processes. Like, you're going to move along just as how society has been, and you're going to call the shots on this, okay? So, regardless of what other people may label this to be or how you're going on about your life, you just gotta, like, you know, it's okay. That's your life, that's your perspective. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I mean, why I'm going to succeed. Okay. Okay, so this is independent thought form in practice without manipulating things. It's more of like obliging. um it's rather than heavy coercion, this is obliging. A simple ask. Um a big ask, wrapped in a simple ask. That's what they're saying. They know. They said that I know how to do that. And so there's that. What else do you want to tell me, my divine panel? Why I'm succeeding, or why I'm going to succeed. Let's go with that. Sister of Wind in reverse. That's a page of swords in reverse. You can be gossiping, you know, of course, gossiping is always going to occur, whether you're in a small town or a big town. You know, what I've learned over, you know, just over the course of time is like, I know it's not great etiquette to be blowing my nose or doing this on camera, but that's life, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that can be like liars, gossipers, double talkers. I see this more of like gossipers, like water cooler talk, but dominantly speaking, it's being because that happens on many occasions for me. That it has happened. Historically speaking, that is a thing. And so that means that I stick out like a sore thumb. Is that how they call it? Stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah, you stick out your sore thumb. Yeah, so it doesn't conflict with whatever activity you're doing. Yeah, so that says a lot. That actually says a shiz ton. So this is, you know, yesterday in cleaning or the day before, I found my ring that like I thought I lost it. I thought I dropped it in transit or whatever. So I just accepted it. So you cut your losses or whatever, and sometimes things reappear and you're like, "Oh, hey." So that's where I'm kind of at with several things. So you stick out like a sore thumb, Tina. When there's groupings like that, obviously there's one big like highlighter, showstopper that people are like, you're taking up my stage, etc. There's that kind of energetic, yeah. You're taking my money, my investments. But the, you know, Spirit's just saying like chill. You can navigate through this dissection of this dichotomy. You know what's up. And so like you can't get upset at it. Like if if they notice you, that you're already talking from the ground up. Really, you know, the bottom feeders, you know, the slum of several societies, um, truly in their mad dog talking, and their groupings, you know, could you even call that an alliance? No. So it's, you know, you're doing really well for yourself, because that implies, that directly implies, it would be a highly educated guess that you have people thinking very well of you, and um, even a greater impact moving from bottom to top, for sure. So this is wonderful. Let's get a clarifier for the sister of wind in reverse. Sister of fire in reverse. So something's about to happen, for sure. This is sister, like this is making fire. You have the tools. This is like dragon energy. Baby dragon with fire and wind. We have something that can escalate into something far greater in its outputs. So that's me. That's why I'm going to succeed, for sure. That's wonderful. Because ordinarily, when somebody reads cards and they get sister of this or that, the page, like in reversal, it, you know, some people can get stuck on its negative implications. But here, they're telling me something way different. Again, it's not about what it looks like, it's about what it is. At its core essence, like, however it is to get you started and motivated. Um, you might not be motivated by the methods, but at the same time, like, you just gotta do, really. Like, if you're doing your best and you had, like, your, A team, like, setup, all good, and other people are witnessing that, and yet, like, how do I say it? Tina's got to make a living. That's what she's got to do. She's got to make a good living based on her inputs. Uh, there's got to be something more tangible, expressively tangible in its beneficial sense, that'll come through, you know? And, I'm just gonna put it there. I like that dragon energy. I like that, things can escalate to where they need to be. There can be, firm and abrupt, adjustments. Yeah. All right. So, what else does my divine panel want to say? Why I'm going to succeed is, look at the bridge on the food, or the the drink tray thing, the hermit card inverted. So, basically these messages are gonna come straight to me, like through very secured terms, secured means, just to me. Like, Tina, I'm gonna let you and you alone know. Nobody else needs to know. Nobody else needs to go fishing in your, like, Wanahakalugi. Yeah, this is, your own initiate terms. You get to have this. And this is helping me remember the intricacies of, my life developments. And, I I have something very grateful. I have something that I have to be very grateful for. This is wonderful. Um, hmm. So I'm starting to feel like I'm the guinea pig of this universe. Like, like, okay, this seems to be like going well. Okay, let's put her in another direction. Let's change up the game. It really does feel like that. And again, I should feel very, very blessed and flattered that I am being, um, that there's, um, that I'm being challenged to do, um, whatever it is that I need to do. Bottom of the deck, this is, now Resurrection in reverse. There's something about burying. This is hibernating. It's not quite dormant, what I would like to say. It's hibernating. Something is in slumbers. It is karma, it is judgment. It's like, let me bury this seed. You know that one of the fastest growing, I don't know this technically, but I just know this elementary school wise, that like beans will grow pretty quickly with very minimal support. And so there's something about, let me just put this in slumbers, let me bury this like a little bit. Like, everybody knows, you can see it through basically the skin, um, that it's coming. So let me just like put you in hibernation for a sec. Um, yeah, there's something about that here. Like, know who the I don't know if it's proper to say know who the enemy is, but don't confuse the enemy with those that are positioning you in an area that naturally feels discomfort. Okay. All right. So, what's beneath that? Father of Fire in reverse. So this could be Archangel Uriel undercover, securing things. But you know what I just realized? Uriel might be the pentacle energy, because I remember doing the angel, like some kind of angel tarot, and there was Swords, Michael, Cups, Raphael, and then there's Gabriel and Uriel left. So that would be serving for the pentacle and the wand energy. Now, if we're really looking at that, Archangel Gabriel is I forget, massive communicator. Um, like, I had no freaking idea until, like, I understood the connection, that I'm quite blessed with, that energetic. And, uh, yeah, this doesn't automatically assume that I am fluid through the nuances of language, but this is also kind of saying it. Um, it's saying that I communicate precisely how I should be communicating. Like, whatever's delivered, even if it doesn't come off as fluent, is exactly what needed to be delivered. So if Archangel Gabriel is the communicator, that would be more of like the wand energy. Um, I mean, that's where Eight of Wands is carried through. Communication, even non-verbally, showing up after you've been hurt. Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands, you're carrying a lot. There's a physical representation within those communications. So it's very much non-verbal, but still being relayed. So I feel like there's a shared energy. There's some kind of overlay on that, because Archangel Uriel technically is light of God. I think that's what they said. So they're for fire, but it said, earth. element. Maybe they're talking about the core. Yeah. Anyway, there's some crossover with that. Father of fire. Reverse. So there's something being transcribed, you know, like telephone teledictate, or what is it? Where you transcribe by a telephone thing. I forget how you call it. But basically it's scribing within like an excerpt meeting type of energy. And so something's being, like, receipts are being calculated, like transcribed over, you see, with judgment. There's something like some kind of accounting calculation type of thing going on in the background. Yeah, unseen. Three of Swords in reverse. Trying to make it as pleasant of an experience as possible, paving way for absolute fulfillment. Like, absolute. So it may feel like your cups are being empty with, like, you know, heartache, like disappointment kind of diminishing, and also the Ten of Cups kind of emptied. But Brother of Fire, just have confidence in this version of clean slating. Mm-hmm. Okay, top of the deck, no secret to the sauce, Father of Fire. Yeah, Archangel Uriel and Archangel Gabriel are here. Absolutely, with both kings, both wand and pentacle. That's batter up. Like, this is a ball game for sure. So there's certain codes that are being thrown at me, kind of like I'm hearing gang signs, like there's certain cues, like military cues, that are being provided here. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so why I'm going to succeed is I have backing by the unexpected, the people that the energetics that appear to be bench warmers, or like we're not even in the season yet, but now it's game time. Ball and bat for sure. I don't even know when baseball season is. I 100% don't know when certain seasons are. I guess for one sport I do, but that's it. So I have unexpected, or those that don't make an appearance too much backing me. So there's a rotation of mentors here. And so I definitely do not want to step on those toes. I definitely want to you know, it's funny because, like, every time I have sought out a job, I've always, like, thought, you know, it would be really great to have a mentor. Now, that's not something that I would divulge, because I don't want people to think that they have to handhold me or think that I'm kissing ass. But it's just a thing that I am kind of eager to seek out, a reliable one. A really, really good one. And so far, I don't think I can say that on the material world, but in the angelic realm, with my divine panel especially, I'm doing great. So if the change in management shifts hands, I have to recognize that there's maybe a communication gap, and understanding that I need to get bridged over. Like, I need to tune into those frequencies because it's just a different way of delivery, is what they're showing me. Well, isn't that beautiful? I love it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more like myself again. How wonderful is that? Okay, so my yeah, I think it's time to do takeaways. So what's my first takeaway? Ten of Wands in reverse, dropping those extra burdens. Again, this is talking about simplifying. A big ask package into a simple ask. Yeah, so this is the power of prayer. For me, it has its most magnificent measures. That's what they're saying. Okay, so let's go ahead and ask. Okay. Okay, so we'll do a prayer, yeah. Why not? You know, if that's what they're queuing, that's what they're queuing. So we shall do that in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and in representation of the cues from my mentors within my divine panel, asking for your expertise on this and your inputs. I am requesting opportunities that are very good for me to flourish in learning and becoming more financially stable and wealthy. Why not? When I'm putting that, I would like to have comparative inputs. Collectively speaking, um, I would, I am requesting that to get in its like smaller terms, to break it down, an occupation that could financially support my bills and financing liftoff for my my true interests and in this realm. um yeah, I ran the numbers, and uh perhaps there are just a lot of big excuses, but um I ran the numbers, and I guess if I really wanted something, I would like, there's just no financing for it. Even with that check that I told you that I did not expect, um, time is running out, and uh, I'll have to figure out some other way. Um, but like selling things is not quite the answer in order to expedite things. I'm not supposed to engage in this obsessive energy in order to force something to happen. It's not the way things are supposed to be. So I feel like there's subtle energies that I am challenged, or that is come to challenge me, but the weight of them is significant. Like this is supposed to be what is it? Finely tuning, like a fine, what is it? A test of temperance. Yeah. Temperance and trust. So, why I'm going to succeed is because there's a new teacher in town. New teachers in town here. Um, to me anyway. And the change is going to help me because I'm quite adaptable. If anybody can do this, I got to say, I got to put myself in the candidacy. Okay. Clarifier for the Ten of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords. This is freeing yourself, but also being gatekeeper, like very tuning in, like really fine tuning on your exit game, your what do you call it? Your your pull-out game, Tina. Isn't dropping it. This is like, you got something banging to share, right? And there's a long line, and it's already like the edge of the night, and it's like, you've already timed yourself enough to know, like, how much time is allotted. Like, if I took till the end of the line, we're gonna be here like 2 hours of overtime. And it's like not giving one shit to what anybody else has to say, because you have a certain capacity and desire for, measured inputs. And so you have to cut off the line. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Like, this is not about like, this is risking the possibility of like bad publicity, bad customer service, because you have to cut off the line. No, like, no, it stops right here. And you just got to like dismiss the others, because who's going to give you back your time? No. So it's dropping the load and like cutting off the line. It's just like, no, my apologies in advance. I hope you understand. It's been a long day for me. I want to deliver my best, and unfortunately I cannot. I have a certain threshold. I think there's a way that you can approach it, but that's the first intro to it. So there's that. So there are certain measures that can be delivered with grace, and that's the intro to being firm, decisive, but also being realistic, respecting your space above all else. So it's a different way of building boundaries, but it's bilateral. It's against others and against all, like, not against, but like in the favor of all parties, 100%. Okay. So that's why I'm going to succeed, because I am establishing boundaries that are, that just make sense to anybody. Okay. Second takeaway is Brother of Water in reverse. That's Knight of Cups in reverse. This is not getting hyped into like the romance novel stories of like, what is he thinking of you, or what do they, I find myself like caught into the loop of listening to those things, even if they're background. It's yeah, what is it, like, not getting caught up in all of the hype. There are certain things that I need to do, and like I said, if something is supposed to happen, I'm supposed to meet somebody, it'll happen naturally. Yeah. Yeah, organically. So it's like time-lapse photography. Not just like a clear cut before and after. Yeah, that's what it's saying. So clarifier for that is the High Priestess in reverse. So like, a lot of the things that make people capable, as well as what their hindrances are. And so the thing is that you can't get stapled onto a particular person. This is for me. You can't get stapled onto a particular person, because the greater you like cheer for them and think of them, the better off, like, it gives them. It's kind of like liquid courage, especially with a High Priestess in reverse. It's like, some people get drunk in love, and some people kind of abuse it, take it for granted, when you're cheering them on, and like, it gives them a new perspective. With certain love interests, it's like putting them almost on a pedestal where they can do no harm, therefore they do harm. So it's kind of like a little bit of a double-edged sword in not being so committed to other energetics, because time and time again it has shown that this newness has become a shiny object for certain masculine, or like certain love interests. And so you kind of like have to like keep away, like, what is it, like, play the flag, like keep away with the flag, like, yeah, it's knowing that that can create some stagnancy, more turbulence than what's needed. I think this is for the time being. Yeah, it would save a lot of heartache and help position my power in the needed places. I'm gonna get a clarifier for that one more time. I just feel like yeah, this can absolutely trap you, Tina. Make you feel like, what is this? Where is this? Like, it started off, great. But like I said, it's an energy. So you have to understand the dynamic of how it interacts, how it comprehends your energy. So that's good advice. That's why I'm going to succeed, is understanding what others understanding what like, basically your placement in the world, Tina, and how others respond to it in several capacities. So this is good. This is more than just reading the room, but also deciphering plan of action in its multifaceted form. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're going to freeze frame this scenario, and we look at the environment clip by clip by clip, like, it's kind of the art of dissection. Okay. My third takeaway is, oh dear, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. There's no lacking here. Brother of when things are moving quickly, like, ergonomically speaking, things are moving quickly. Like, you go have a seat right now. Those fold out chairs, the one that has like some cushion on it. You would have no idea how much that cushion means to certain people. So it's like, I know this doesn't look like much, but sit here real quick, and then like things happen. Like, it's like, beam me up, Scotty. I know that's not what they say, but that's maybe they say, Scotty, beam me up. I don't know. But this is highly transformative moment. It doesn't feel like it. Feels like it's like dead air, limbo. But it's a way to fool me so that I don't get like super excited, and like you see the light and the shine in my eyes, and then like certain people take advantage of that, like, oh, there must be something really great, I must, like, I gotta take it away from her. There's some of that energetic. It's kind of like, let Tina die a little bit so that it doesn't tempt others. Like, some people kind of just want to whatever. But 100%, that's why you're feeling like this. That's respect the new process. That's what they're saying. Okay. One more clarifier for that. Eye of Fire, 9 of Fire in reverse. So it may seem like you're not present, that you're not showing up in the world like you should, like you're capable of, Tina. Like, I don't know what people are looking for, other than me paying a bill like almost $500,000 in order to apply to get this like psychic business thing going. Like, am I supposed to go to like work with special apps like create reels and do certain visuals like with Canva, and in order to like show, like make my rates look pretty on a piece of paper? Like what is it that people are trying to like throw promos out? Like, I already have tried giving free readings, so it's like, dude, I don't know what you're asking for, but I'm not going to jump through rings of fire according to what you say, because that's not what my divine panel is telling me to do. So I feel like there's something else here. Six of Pentacles. So exchange with the people with the energetics that are trustworthy, Tina. And you know your divine panel is trustworthy. They've come through for you time and time again. Not these other people that are trying to do backseat driving, or, you know, do you have any grape palm? Like, you don't need any other particular distractions, okay? Yeah. So this is not being defensive. This is more just like isolating what the MVP elements are in your life. That's why I'm going to succeed, is because there's already an indication of doing so. Yep, I heard a beep in the background for sure. I love it. I love it. This is good. Thanks so much. I call back all my power, energy, essence, gift, strength, talents, etc. from those that call upon, generate, bring, cast, magnify, multiply, and or any variation thereof, ill will, right, any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entities, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle-free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. What else are we gonna use here? Do I have my necklace on? Yeah, I do. Let me see, what else can I use here? Do I have one more thing? Yes. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karma is due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.